and welcome to CTN Journal. I'm Jennifer Anderson. A Coon Rapids woman is on a mission. She wants to put a coin, a life coin as she calls it, into the pocket of every first responder and law enforcement officer in the country. For Carol Castle, this mission is very personal.
He loved being a firefighter. He loved being a firefighter. About a week before he died, he was doing the public education with a bunch of first graders, and they're all over him. He loved teaching little kids fire safety.
Grief can take us to a place we never expected. A mother's grief is a journey no one wants to take.
I just felt I was dying inside. We were really close.
For Carol Castle, grief led to action.
I really felt it was up to me to do something.
I'm sorry for your loss of your son. It's tragic. That it fuels you is really impressive.
The past 6 months have been busy for Carol.
I'm certain that you're making a difference.
She has visited and called and emailed police and fire departments across the country, including her hometown of Coon Rapids. Carol's mission is simple. She wants this coin to reach every possible pocket she can get to. On it is the phone number for Safe Call Now, a crisis hotline tailored specifically to first responders.
People that answer the phone for Safe Call Now, they're either current or retired first responders. So you're going to get a firefighter or a police officer answering the phone. Sometimes if you're second guessing yourself, you've had a bad night at work, a really bad night, and then you got to work overtime, maybe just talking to another police officer will get you by. Maybe that's what you need, and you just don't want your business around the station. And it's a beautiful idea.
It's one line of defense she wishes had been in her son's pocket in 2017.
My son was 31 when he committed suicide, and he was a firefighter for 2 different departments, Brooklyn Center and Maple Grove.
Maurice Romehild had grown up in Coon Rapids. He was known as a big guy with an even bigger heart. From the earliest of ages, Carol remembers Maury always wanting to be a first responder. He played several sports growing up, was on the football team for Coon Rapids High School, and had an infectious sense of humor.
Boy Scout, Eagle Scout, big man on campus. Everybody loved Maury. He was just the go-to kid.
Carol knew working as a firefighter came with some tough days. Certain calls would stay with Maury, but Carol says they would often talk it out. Maury had gone through a divorce, but showed no obvious signs of crisis.
There wasn't anything that anyone would have been able to see or tell, and we were close. We were real close, and there was nothing. We do know there was a call, 2:30 that night, a fire call. I always say my story starts when I realized that first responders have a double to triple the suicide rate of civilians. It's like, I really felt a duty to do something.
And so she began handing out coins. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention finds the highest rates of suicide are among middle-aged white men. Suicides among first responders are even higher. The statistics show that firefighters and law enforcement officers are more likely to die by suicide than in the line of duty.
And I couldn't just sit back and let this happen to other moms.
Carol has donated and sold about 2,500 life coins throughout the United States and Canada in just 6 months. For $18, you can purchase a coin and adopt a cop or firefighter. Some donors have adopted entire departments.
Unfortunately, I've known of a number of police officer suicides. The one common thread, I think, for the ones that I know of is that they suffer in private. 65.
Carol recently adopted the Coon Rapids Police Department, donating 1 coin for every sworn officer.
It's a really good idea.
Coon Rapids Police Chief Brad Wise says addressing mental health requires many different tools.
We have specific policies and procedures and support systems in place, but the reality is you always wonder whether or not it's enough. So there were 2 recent law enforcement suicides in the metro area here, and I know both of those agencies had robust internal policies related to mental health and suicide prevention and so on, and it didn't work in 2 cases. So it's not to say that we're doing something wrong, it's saying that we're not doing enough, and this is another way to do more.
For Carol, the life coin does not lessen her own grief.
Just the opposite. Instead of allowing you to put a period and move forward, you're slapped in the face with it every day.
But it is a journey she will continue to bear.
We're on track for doing something. It's needed. It makes me want to do more.
Carol is also the founder of the Minnesota Wrestling Hall of Fame. She runs all of the coins through that nonprofit organization. She calls this nonprofit effort Wrestling for Life because we're all wrestling for life, just some more than others. If you'd like to learn more about the coins or how to adopt a cop, you can go to the website. It's MinnesotaWrestlingHallOfFame.com.